Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight to hear a little bit more about the Arbonne business. My name's Alicia Temmerman, and I am an Arbonne independent consultant and also a national vice president in this company. So yeah, thanks for having an open mind and for taking the time just to hear a little bit more about this business to see whether it could be a good fit for you around probably your already busy life. And thanks just for having an open mind just to hear more. So basically I'm just going to share a little bit about my story and share some information about Arbonne, the products, and how you build an Arbonne business, so how it all works. And you may or may not resonate with my story, but I'm just one of so many people in this business who have been able to build a successful business around their lives. And people come from all walks of life and from all different industries. So what I've found is that the traits that can be really great to really put you in a good position to have an Arbonne business is really if you like people and if you have got a warm heart, you like socialising, you're open to learning new skills, then this could be the business for you. Just going to close a couple of things that are popping up on me there. So just in terms of my story, basically things have just changed so much for me. I was, 4 years ago, before I started Arbonne, I was literally a workaholic, employment lawyer working for a big law firm for 10 years, and I had my priorities in the wrong order. I was consumed by work and I wasn't spending enough time with my family. I wasn't present for my family, and I had a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old at the time, and I was really just processing them and felt like I was just racing through life and really trying to be the best wife, mother, daughter, work at everything, but I just was exhausted and on this cycle of working hard, sometimes burning out, getting sick and going around and around and around. And I don't know if anyone can relate to that. So I started my own legal business to buy myself flexibility and time, but what I found was I ended up doing more work and I was still not putting my family first. And I was working really crazy hours when Arbonne was introduced to me, like 60, 80 hours a week into the early hours of the morning, missing so much stuff. And it was at a real cost to my health and to my family. I felt like I was just on autopilot. And one of my best friends from uni, Penny Palliaquis, she said to me she was going to start an Arbonne business. She's an employment lawyer as well. And I thought, that's weird. What is she doing? And then she told me Arbonne was cosmetics and nutrition and skincare, and I thought, okay, weirder. We've got no background in this, but she's smart. She wanted more time with her kids, and so I supported her and I went to her business launch. And there I tried some of the products very reluctantly because I've got really sensitive skin and really struggle to find products that I can use without being allergic. And I was excited because I could use them and I wasn't getting a reaction. And then I was even more excited when I used the anti-aging products and I started to get results, which I was a skincare skeptic. So I was wanting to tell all my friends, like when I'm onto something that I love, I just want to share it and tell my friends about it, and which is what we all do naturally. We're always referring people to a great movie, a great service that we've received, a doctor or whatever. It's endless. We just don't get paid for those referrals. So Penny said to me then she wanted me to look at the business, and I was like, there's absolutely no way. I've got no time, I've got no interest, I can't fit anything else in. I'm already absolutely jam-packed. And many of you may feel like this, that time is a real blocker to starting a new business. But Penny said a few things that really got my attention. She said, Leash, you're exchanging your hours for time. There's only one of you. There's only so many hours you can work each week, and it's just going to continue and continue. And if there are times when you can't work, you don't get paid. And she said, with Arbonne, you don't stop what you're doing. It's a part-time commitment. You just do it in and around what you're doing. But over time, you could build a business, an asset that grows and can buy you back time and give you more options. And that was appealing. So I did my due diligence and did all my research and made sure it wasn't a pyramid scheme and all the skeptical things that my brain was thinking. And I just had so many doubts and hesitations, and my ego was a big thing holding me back about what's everyone going to think and all of these concerns. And I just got over myself and I decided to give it a crack. And it has been the best career move that I've made, a very unexpected career move, but this business ticks all the boxes for me. And I'm scared to think about how my life would have been had I just kept doing what I was doing. So now it's been over 4 years into the business, and over time I've been able to just buy myself flexibility and freedom in terms of having choice now. So 21 months ago, my husband and I were able to have our third baby, which I always dreamt of, but couldn't see how we could fit in. I was the breadwinner and had a lot of pressure to earn the money running my legal business and working hard in that. But as Arbonne started to build, I could see a way that I could do Arbonne around having another baby and being a mum and being a present mum. So we brought Ella into the world, and we've just loved her so much that we decided to have another one. You can't see, but I'm actually 2 weeks away from having number 4, which I'm just so excited about. And life's very different. I am putting my family first, my kids first, and I still do my legal business, but just the work that I really enjoy doing, and not in an overwhelming way like it was before. So I still take on workplace mediations, which I love, but on my terms and only a small amount of those. And then the rest of my time I'm at home with my kids, and then I'm working my Arbonne business around my family. So it may not be that you want more kids. You might be like, I don't want to do Arbonne if it means I've got to have more kids. You might think you couldn't think of anything worse. But I just want you to think about what does make your heart sing, what you'd love to do if money wasn't an issue, how you'd spend your time, who you'd spend your time with. Because I'm so excited about this business because of what I've seen it do for not only me, but so many other people, just to provide those different lifestyle choices. And the fact that it's got the capacity to provide you a full-time income on part-time hours is incredibly rare. And it's also surprisingly given me such professional fulfillment, which I didn't anticipate when I started my business. So it's not get rich quick. It takes time, it takes effort, consistent effort, like anything, to achieve a success in a business. But for me, it is absolutely the smartest business model out there. So I just want to show people there's a different way and help people build their confidence and learn as you earn, as you grow and develop in this business. And we really hold your hand and mentor and guide you. You're not expected to know anything about the industry or about the products before you start, but we've got all of the systems in place to assist you. And in fact, in our particular success line in the team, any consultants who have invited you onto this webinar tonight, we're part of the success line in Australia with the #1 income earner and a number of other top 10 income earners who have been incredibly successful, and they just are so generous in sharing all of their knowledge around how to do this business. So that's pretty much my story. I'm now just going to share my screen so that you can see the little presentation that is on the business. So Arbonne actually means beautiful tree, and it refers to a village in Switzerland. Our founder was a Norwegian botanist, and he started the business 37 years ago, and he just wanted to create products that were healthier and safer than those that were on the market, that also were distributed through families rather than going in and supporting big companies and advertising companies and things like that. It was important to me that it had been around a long time, that it had a solid foundation, and it's a big player in terms of what's effectively a word of mouth business with no advertising. Arbonne is in the top 20 in the USA, so this is not a little player in the business, in this industry. We launched in Australia only 10 years ago, and the really unique thing about Arbonne is that all of the headache stuff, everything that's involved in the infrastructure of setting up a business, is done by Arbonne. So we don't have to come in and do all of that. They've already done the cutting edge research and development. They've been developing these products for almost 40 years. They've already got their home office team, their customer service team, their multi-million-dollar website that we get access to, the distribution and support centres. So it's basically just a business in a box where they do all of the hard stuff with all of their expertise. They put all of the money into that. We don't have to start that all up. And we just get to come in and be the beneficiaries of that expertise and literally do two things: refer people to products and refer people to the business opportunity and help them to build their business. So in terms of a time commitment, this is not starting a business from scratch and a full-time commitment. Most people start Arbonne in and around their busy life, and it's part-time hours. You can work as little or as much as you want. Obviously, the more you work, the more chance you've got of success. But no one that I know does Arbonne 8 hours a day, like a full-time job. So you're your own boss, you don't have managers, but you've got the beauty of having someone guide you and mentor you and show you the ropes, basically. We've got an incredible CEO as well, Kay Napier, who we get. So our products, a wide range of consumable products, over 350 products. So from the inside out, nutrition, anti-aging skincare, men and women, we've got teenage range, baby range, hair care, cosmetics. So basically anything that people, all these products that people are using every day in their homes, anyone of any age is using these products. Most people on average use around a dozen products, personal care products every day. And the fact that we've got such a broad range from a business perspective, I think is impressive, because it means we've got that flexibility with our customers. So you might have someone who's interested in nutrition but will never be in makeup, but we've got both offerings, or vice versa. So you can really appeal to anyone with skin, and even not necessarily hair. Anyone with skin is basically your market of who you can share these products with. So our products combine the best of science and nature. They're botanically based, but they have cutting edge technology, built on a Swiss heritage to European standards, and sourcing the highest quality ingredients. Clinically tested, never tested on animals, and we've got a number of certifications, including being vegan. And it's really what's not in our products that is important. Unfortunately, skincare, makeup, personal care products are highly unregulated, and companies can put pretty much what they want in their products with some limitations. Europe is much stricter in their standards and have banned toxic chemicals, but it's not the case in the majority of countries, and it's not the case in Australia. So majority of products that I used to buy in supermarkets or department stores contain chemicals that are known to be harmful, that are irritants for our skin, petroleum, mineral oils, sodium lauryl sulfates, all those big words that I can't say most of them. So basically our products don't contain things that are known to be nasty, and we are putting products on our skin, absorbing into our bloodstream, these products. So I feel really proud to be part of a company that's referring products to people that are potentially healthier and safer than what they're already using on themselves and on their family. So I just want to talk about the business model now, because looking at Arbonne, you really have to think differently. And we're all familiar with the traditional business model. So you might know someone who's got a small business or a large business, and they may have to engage a manufacturer overseas potentially to design, or they might design them, prepare their products, make their products, and then they might import them back into Australia. They've got a wholesaler, warehouse, sales force, advertising margin, which is often around 30% before it goes to a retailer, consumer. So high risk, high investment, all of that stuff. And for the consumer, they're paying a premium for all of those profit margins that come along the way before they actually get their product. This is the unique difference with Arbonne. We can refer people to products and make a sale without having the risk of outlaying all the money to make the products, to stock the products, to purchase the products. We don't even have to purchase the products. So if someone says, yes, Leash, I want to try that skincare, I can place an order online for them, and Arbonne, not me, will distribute that product directly to the customer's door. It is so brilliant and so streamlined. There is no risk for me. So Arbonne bears the risk. They make the product, and then once that sale has been done, Arbonne takes the money. Then they send me a thank you commission and say, thanks, Leash, for referring Peter to the Arbonne nutrition range, for example. So this is why people can build an income from when they first start their Arbonne business without having those massive overheads, whereas most small businesses aren't able to turn a profit for up to 5 years. So in simple terms, how do you build an Arbonne business? One, we refer people by word of mouth to products that we're using and that we love. And we teach them how to shop online at a discount and get products delivered directly to their door. And they then get a number connected to us. They repeat purchase, online purchase every single time, over time. Imagine 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Every single time you get a commission for that sale. The other thing we do is we introduce people to this smart business and coach, train, invest our time, mentor them and help them to be successful, help them to generate an income for their family and for them to do the same thing. So if you start your business, you get a personalised website that you can share immediately with people in any of the countries that Arbonne's in, and I'm going to take you through that shortly. So you just grow your consumer network over time, and you can also share products and allow people, to have a product experience. So we're buying online these days, but sometimes you want to have a customer service experience, a real person to talk to, and that's what we provide as well. So people can lend our products and have a play with them in their home. We can do a one-on-one where we go and have a sample session with them. They can get a small group of people around to play with the products. So for that, the consultant just needs to buy a kit of products at a significantly discounted price, around 50% off, where they can just use those tools. But in terms of an investment to start a business, it is absolutely minuscule compared to starting a traditional business. What I paid to start my Arbonne business in terms of my kit was what I was paying every month in rent for my legal offices. So I wasn't even making money for the first bit in my legal business because I had to pay that off every single month. So we're just a word of mouth business. So this is Arbonne. Arbonne does the manufacturing. An independent consultant says, hey, do you want to have a look at these products? Yes, goes straight to the consumer's door. Consumable products, repeat orders, repeat income. So we all know that word of mouth advertising is the most powerful advertising, and it's just smart for the consumer, it's smart for the consultant. Consumer gets high-end product at a significantly reduced cost. And one of the big hesitations I had is I was like, I don't want to be a salesperson and I don't want to sell to my friends and my family. And that I know is a big thing that the majority of us coming in was a big hesitation for us. But if you opened a restaurant, would you tell your friends to come down? If you opened a clothing store, would you? If you opened a retail store retailing these types of products, would you tell them about your shop? Of course you would. And the difference is with Arbonne, we don't have to go to all the expense of setting it up and having that shop. So it's no different. And I just love supporting small businesses now. So supporting these kind of businesses, you're supporting families, and this is how I buy all of my family products now from various different network marketing models as well. And plus the majority of the clients and consultants that are in my team, I didn't know before Arbonne. So it's not like you have to rely upon your friends and family. You quickly move out of that network. So I love this slide. It's why Arbonne, why now? It's everything on a page. Consumable products, repeat orders. We are in the mega trend. Demand for health and wellness is only increasing. People want to look younger, feel healthier. You can leverage your time by growing your consumer network and growing a team of consultants, which I've spoken about. And it's internet-based business. So you can be anywhere in the world as long as you've got access to Wi-Fi, and you can be running your online business. It's global. So who do you know in America, Canada, United Kingdom, here, hopefully you know people here, Poland, New Zealand, and we just launched into Taiwan. So that means you can have clients in any of those countries. You can introduce them to your products, 45-day money back guarantee. Do you want to give these a try? Put their order in online. It goes straight to their door in any of those countries. Equally, you can build a team of consultants. You can use this technology like Zoom to actually teach and train and give them access to all of our online documents where we've got our business in a box ready to go. So I'm just going to talk about how you actually make money in the business. So there are 4 ways. It's very simple. One is you sell a product, you get a commission. That's easy. Secondly is you get earnings from product sales by your team. So instead of Arbonne rolling out global trainers all over the world to train people and paying them to do that, Arbonne says you're on the ground, you know how to run the business. If you introduce someone to the business, you teach and train and mentor and guide them, then from our profit, Arbonne's profit, we'll give you an override for the time that you're investing. So it incentivizes people to help other people to be successful. Third is you can earn a Mercedes-Benz that Arbonne will pay off for you, and it's in your name, it's your car. Fourth, you can get a cash bonus at every level based on your performance, and there are no hidden things about this, and it's very clear how you earn it. It's not like where I was in the law firm where you might smash your targets but the company may not have, or recession or whatever, and then you don't earn that 1 a year bonus. So it's very fair, very transparent. So I'm just going to take you through, I'm getting close to the end now, I'm just going to take you through our compensation plan. So what I love about this business is we've got 4 levels of management. So most companies are in this shape where you've got one CEO who can earn the majority of the money, you've got your senior managers who are earning good money, and then you've got your rest of your employees. And everyone's often salary capped. So where I was in a law firm, I was pretty much salary capped with some small bonuses, but every extra hour I put in, I diluted my hourly rate and took time away from my family. But with this business, we've simply got 4 levels of management, and every level is unlimited in terms of the number of people who can reach that level. It is purely dependent on the value you bring to the company and the volume that you bring in. So the first level is district manager. So these are legally the Australia-wide averages. So $300 you can earn in addition to whatever else you're doing. And the highest I earned as a district manager was around $1,300. And that can make a real difference to people, just something additional coming in for holiday funds, school fees, mortgage, whatever it is. Area manager is the next level. Average income, $1,600. My highest check in as an area manager was $6,000. These are monthly incomes. And this was in addition to, I was building my business around my legal business. And at this point, you can will your business. This is such a unique feature that I want you to note. If you stop doing what you're doing now, will you continue to be paid? With Arbonne, because of the business now that I've built, I'm past this level. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have some time off. My business will continue to pay me because of the way that I've built my business and what it's generating on a monthly basis. I can pass it down to my family, touch wood. It just gives me incredible peace of mind. And there are not many opportunities out there that provide this. The next level is regional vice president. The average is about 7,000. And for me, my highest check, or my highest checks at that level were more than what I was earning working my butt off full-time in a law firm after 10 years as a senior associate and working significantly more hours. So much smarter. It's at that level you can get the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. And the top level is called National Vice President. I'm only a brand new one of those. And you can see there that it's really some significant income that can make a massive difference to the choices that you can make for you and your family. $19,000 average monthly income, but it's uncapped. As your business grows, I think over time, I'm so excited about, the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, however long I'm living, it's going to continue to grow. And at that point, you can really give back your time, your money, charities, whatever it is that you want to do to give back. So we've got different options for people in Arbonne. People can host parties and have a bit of a play with the products and get discounts, become a preferred client and get an ongoing discount. But you're looking at this from a business perspective, either for you or you might have jumped on to look for a friend. And it's $105 to start this business. $105, you get a franchise, basically of Arbonne, you get access to everything you need to get going, get a website. It's just incredibly low cost, plus buying a kit of products. So dream big, and this is what stopped me in my tracks when I was looking at this business. If I kept doing what I was doing, where would I be in 5 years? And that was a scary prospect. So yeah, instead of asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Just ask yourself, what if it does? Dream big. We have lots of fun in this business. I've had the opportunity to go on some incentive holidays. That's one in Gold Coast with literally 2 of my best friends in the world, their husbands, our children. We have a lot of celebrations. It's a fun way to earn a living. We support each other, and there's a lot of recognition that I certainly didn't find in the corporate world for me. It's kind of, you get rewarded with more work in the corporate world. So I just encourage you to go back to the person who invited you on tonight and ask them anything you want to know. Sometimes it seems too good to be true, something like this, but just ask them whatever you need to know to make an informed decision about that, about the business. And it's our nature to stick with the familiar. It's our nature to stick into the comfortable zone. but it just takes a bit of courage to have a crack and to try something different. So yeah, if something's ignited something in you, then definitely I encourage you to explore it further. And in my time in Arbonne, I've never had someone say to me, I wish I had have waited. It wasn't that. So often people feel it's not the right time, they're too busy, they haven't got enough time to do this. But what people say to me over and over again is, why didn't I start earlier? Why didn't you really sit me down and show me this? Why didn't you explain this to me more? I wish I had have started when you first told me about this business. So yeah, time's really not a blocker in this business. You do it in and around your life, as much or as little as you can. And busy people get things done. So if it's not for you, then I'm sure there'll be someone in your network who could be looking for something like this. There's so many things they can gain out of this business. It's not just the income levels, but to have a flexible business, to build connections, to be working with a group of motivated, like-minded people, and to build themselves personally and build their confidence. So there's any number of things. And this is not just a business for women. You will have seen on the previous slide, this is actually the top income earner in the UK. So yeah, any gender is able to start an Arbonne business and be successful. So thank you so much again for taking the time, for jumping on and listening, and I wish you all the very best and have a very good night. Thank you. Good night.